Good evening, folks. This is Cornhorn of the Imperial Royal Arms Forum. I want to take a minute to show off a special build that I just completed here. This is called Tulip. It was probably the, well, pinkest saber I've ever done. This was brought on by a post that Turgon made a couple months ago asking for a rush build. He was in a real bind to try and get a saber done in time for his daughter's birthday. So I contacted him and said, you know, I'd be willing to give it a shot for him, and took the design that he had originally and worked with him a bit on it, and we ended up tweaking it, and this is what we came up with as an end result. I think it came out really, really well. He wanted the bright pink saber because she just loves that color, and he wanted a bit of a gold shroud for it. So I did that using brass sight tube with some cutouts on it. You'll see here on the front. We've got a couple on the sides as well, matching on either side. Tried to give it a little bit of flair, you know, some nice curves to it. Basically, the way I thought of this one is if Barbie became a Jedi, what would she carry, right? And I think I pretty much nailed that one. To go along with that, I decided he needed a couple of other items too. There was need of a kill key for this. Right now you can see I'm just using a standard TCSS kill key stem. There's a custom kill key on its way from Arkin right now that unfortunately hasn't gotten here yet in the mail. Probably being held up by customs, I imagine, but hopefully it'll show up tomorrow in time for me to put it in the box along with this and send it out. If not, I'll send it directly myself to Turgon, and I'm sure he'll get it pretty closely after the saber shows up. So to go along with that, I also did a custom blade plug for this. I didn't want the little one taking this thing and pointing it at her face and going blind from it. I found a design online that, since this is called Tulip, I tried to find a nice flower picture, and I came across one that was much more ornate than this, and I kind of dumbed down the design a bit, cleaned it up, and made it into a form that would be more easily 3D printed. Worked with Owen Lars to have him print this up for me and finish the final render and the modeling of it. And I think he did a fantastic job. Worked out exactly the way I wanted, and it really shows the light nicely through. It shows that flower design really nicely when the blade plug's lit up. This also has a few custom fonts on it, one of which being Nicole 2.0. That Link was still in the works on when I contacted him about this saber, because one of Turgon's requests was an AI font for this. So Link very graciously got the Nicole font out to me actually before he released it on the forums, because he knew I was in kind of a bind and needed to get this done quickly. He also went ahead and created a couple of custom boot sounds and a few other quotes to go along with it that would nicely personalize it for Turgon's daughter. So I really got to send out my thanks to him for that. This also has the new Lego fonts by Lord Blako. OT and PT are on this, along with a nice little Ahsoka FX pack. So every so often you'll get the FX sounds of the Ahsoka character from the Lego games. This saber, when I originally got it ordered, this is probably the fastest build I think I've ever done. Got everything ordered from TCSS, had some custom work that needed to be done by TCSS before it was sent out, but had decided against the powder coating, which also worked out because TCSS wasn't offering it at the time that I was ordering the parts. Tim wasn't doing any powder coating at that point. So I had this sent to Tron, and all the parts went directly to him before they ever came to me. And he took them over to a guy, and he had them anodized in a really nice pink color. It really came out great. Gives it a nice durable finish and a nice shine to it, while still keeping the crispness of the design. You know, the pommel cubes, the grip grooves are really nice and sharp still. Whereas sometimes powder coating will kind of round things out a bit. I think this came out really nicely, and I think Turgon's going to be happy with it, and I hope his daughter will be as well. Now let me just fire this up, and I'll let you hear the custom boot sound. Now this is running an Igniter Mini with a 2-watt bass speaker and an X4 RGBW LED. You see the two AV switches, the one closest to the emitter being your main and the lower one being the auxiliary. Those are in sequence. There's a whole bunch of sequences on the Mini, so you have a lot of options for what you can do, how you can set up different lights on this. You can go up to 8 accent LEDs on this board, though in this particular instance I just didn't have the need for that many, so we're only running 2 on this one. Just going to fire it up here. So you get your nice purple blade there. DualPhase has been set up on this as well, on every font. So just give that a quick twist and you'll get the nice teal colored blade. And your lockup, which is a nice pink. He wanted the purple blade and the pink flash on clash for this, specifically for the first font. He gave me a little bit of leeway to do what I wanted with the other ones within certain guidelines. So I was able to play around with that and get that nicely configured for him.
You are going to be a great Jedi.
So there you go, there's one of your custom power off sounds as well. I'm going to go over to the next font.
Master, Echo 2.0 video service.
Now that's just the standard boot sound for Nicole. I just wanted to play it for you guys so you could hear the nice job that Link did on that.
Lego OT.
So this is Blakeo's Lego font, and I wanted to kind of highlight these for it as well. That's running a nice red blade for it. You can hear the FX packs running on it. There's your DualPhase sounds. See if I can get the... So you hear some of the effect sounds with that. He did a really nice job on this. It's a fun font. There you go. You get to hear one of the Ahsoka FX pack sounds that go along with this, that he thought that Turgon's daughter might really enjoy. So he made sure to throw those in on there as well. So there's the Lego PT. And I just, like I said, wanted to take a minute to highlight those because those guys did such a great job of, you know, coming to the rescue and getting this set up for this little girl to make it something really special for her. Hopefully when she gets this, she's going to love it and really have a lot of fun with it. That brass shroud, when it was done, after I had it all polished up and ready to go, I decided to clear coat it, which I normally don't do. However, in this case, I want it to be durable and not require constant polishing. Now with the clear coat, it's not quite as shiny as it can be when it's not clear coated. But unfortunately, like I said, a little girl is not going to want to polish this thing constantly, and then that's going to obviously become her dad's job, and I'm sure he doesn't really want to either. This way it'll keep that nice shine. It won't tarnish as easily as it would if it was just clean metal, and like I said, it'll be a little more resistant to scratching as well with that clear coat on there. So anyway, this is going to get shipped out tomorrow to her, and I can't wait to hear how it goes when she opens up her present and sees this. I'm really hoping she's going to be pleased with it. So guys, see you around the forums, and Turgon, here she comes. Enjoy.